All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely people of us of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you only quality news and informate as it happen for Biafran territory. Please subscribe to this channel if you've not yet subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification because we gonna knock you some confirmatory news and confirmatory information as the matter they sup for Biafran territory. Even as the planned historic lockdown that will bring about the total disintegration of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria will be hitting up in less than due time. We will be here right on this channel, live on Let's Talk TV and other news platforms to give you all the ogbonge informate wey be say it go dey happen during that period. Una don hear from the Prime Minister. If you never watch that video, make you check our YouTube handle, check our news, the ones we will drop yesterday. Then you go understand them wetin the Prime Minister they talk concerning this historic lockdown, where the zoo now will be the major target. Every institution, every office belonging to the zoo, not Biafrans, belonging to the zoo, will be on total lockdown. So every Biafran going to the market can actually walk and be assured that he or she will be safe. Every Biafran can walk and be rest assured that he or she will be safe, because the Biafran Liberation Army, the Biafran Defense Forces will be protecting the people in the street of Biafra. For those of you who still doubt the fact that there is a WAR going on in Biafran land, then you're joking, because maybe you're far away in diaspora and you're not seeing what is happening. A land that the Prime Minister has been defending for a while. If not for the Prime Minister, if not for Simon Ekpa, who is currently doing everything to secure the adequate safety of every Biafran living in Biafran land, what would have been the ordeal of Biafrans? Honestly speaking, it could have been a very disastrous thing, because the Nigerian zoo terrorists are out to make sure that they buy every Biafran. Remember when I said on this platform, I read an order, or a tweet rather, from the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, where he said, he reviewed that the plan of these terrorist army is to bring about a total extinction of Biafrans. And that actually opened up, my knowledge, to know that these people have actually been targeting major cities. They've been hitting, major cities in Biafran land. Why will, there be an attack on the zoo, and the next thing we'll start hearing, instead of them to face those who are fighting them, they start going for innocent Biafrans in Biafran land. Start abducting them, start buying them. You see them buying random people. The same thing that they did at Okwama community in Delta State. You had an issue with the youth, and the next thing, you started destroying people's houses. You started buying innocent people, because their agenda is to make sure they buy as many as possible, to continue to reduce the the number of Biafrans in Biafran land. But that is that on a critical issue, because we have, a very critical issue to discuss today. Please, wherever you are, please do not forget that the least you can do is to continue to share this information to every Biafran. This is a critical time, for everybody to be on the know, for everybody to know what is happening. We'll be here giving you the information, and the least you can do is to continue to share this information to as many groups and platforms as possible.
Going to be a groundbreaking one, and then we will start showing or using our videos where these terrorists are being decimated and neutralized in Biafra land. We'll be using them for our expositions and, of course, analysis. But for the fact we are still using these borrowed apps, we are going to do as much as we can to respect their community guidelines. I welcome every one of you once again. Please, I want you to pay very, very good attention. This program this evening is very, very important. Very, very, very important. Please, I want you to pay attention and remember that we came very, very late. So I want to urge you to do the needful as you join me. You, of course, you know what to do. I don't have to remind you once again, my people. Let's move. According to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoko has said, our next 1 month lockdown of Nigeria terrorist institutions within Biafra territory is not civil disobedience. Aye. Chineke me. For those who claim to be freedom fighters, those of you that claim to be freedom fighters, deceiving not just our people, but yourselves. Deceiving yourselves, claiming to be freedom fighters, stealing and robbing our people, sending them to street protest, and of course, knowing fully well that the zoo terrorists in uniform will buy them at sight. Yet you sent them to street protests here in Biafra land, claiming to be freedom fighter or whatever you may call yourself. Then when the original thing, the main thing that you are supposed to do to free yourselves as freedom fighters, when that thing comes, you begin to shiver. You begin to shiver. I want you to pay attention tonight. I want everybody to pay very good attention, because I know that some of you must have read this from the official X handle of the Prime Minister, and you say, okay, no problem. Of course, you understand the grammar, you understand the English language, but there are more to this. There are more things to this. And that is why people like us are here to pieces it, every single thing that is involved. So, the word here is not civil disobedience. Then this is going to take me to another, and this is going to make me to digress a little and take me to a different thing entirely because of that very word on your screen. It is not civil disobedience. And remember what I have just said. For those of you, because there's a video. Hey, Chineke Kekangis, how am I going to coordinate this? Because as I'm talking, a lot of things is coming in my head. I don't know. May God give me the capacity in order to coordinate this broadcast, because once I speak, another thing will come to my head, and I want to bring it to the screen at the same time so that we can be able to connect the dots and get the whole meaning, the actual meaning of what we are talking about. So now let us do this based on what is on your screen. Based on what is on your screen, the Prime Minister said our next 1 month lockdown of Nigeria terrorist institutions within Biafra land is not civil disobedience. I want you to be at this. We are going to read all of it one by one and analyze them, but I want you to just copy that. Copy that, because I want to bring something else to the screen. Just copy that and remember what I have said, right? For those of you who claim to be freedom fighters, who claim to be hardcore, IPOB hardcore, whenever you hear the things we are supposed to do to free ourselves from bondage, you begin to shiver. You call us all sorts of names, even the names called us by the zoo. You who claim to be a freedom fighter will as well call us that same name. It is a shame, a pity. The face that I want to bring right now to my screen is something that I have never done in my whole life. I don't like bringing some idiotic faces to give them unnecessary promotion. I don't like giving some idiots who are on the trenches. I don't like giving them unnecessary promotion. So I've never done it before, but I'm going to do it today, not only because the Prime Minister shared it on his X handle, not only that, but because of the topic at hand. Because of the topic at hand. So that has necessitated that has given me the courage. Let me use that word, the courage, because I have no courage of bringing some idiots to my screen. So that has given me the courage to do what I'm doing right now. So let him enjoy it while it lasts. Let him enjoy the promotion. So let's move.
I want to ask, who are these group of people that when you listen to them, you will see that this group of people are being hypnotized. They go about killing police in Biafra land.
Did you hear the rubbish question? The idiot woman is asking another mumu man, another very idiotic element that cannot even spell his name. Who are these people that have been hypnotized, that go about buying policemen? Did you hear that word? That go about buying policemen. And when you ask her, who are the policemen that they are buying, she will tell you Nigerian police. Because she will never tell you Biafran police. She will never tell you Biafran police. Because the Biafra Liberation Army is not buying the Biafran police. As a matter of fact, the Biafran police as it stands right now has absolutely nothing to do with AK-47. They are the ones who operate within our communities to gather information about the movements of the terrorists. And of course, policing our environment, our areas, our land. The proper policing, whereby you cannot even see them. Eyotago. So now their work is based on intelligence. So this useless woman here cannot say that she is talking about the Biafran police. Moreover, They do not believe in Biafran police. So therefore, she is strictly talking about the Nigerian police. And who are these Nigerian police? And what has the Nigerian police done to Biafra? Nigerian police have been buying Biafran people since the formation, not even IPOB, but MASOB. Since the formation of MASOB, Nigerian police have been buying the Biafran people, and they down till the time of IPOB, under them, Nigerian police was not just accused, but was seen on several occasions buying their members, oath members, because on a say, he didn't take oath. I am more Biafra than you are. I am more IPOB than you are because you are not an oath member. Buying oath members. Those that took oath with them, they went about, the same zoo police went about buying the oath members of IPOB that they believe in. And today, you have Biafra Liberation Army on revenge, not just on revenge, on move to restore Biafra. They are today being sympathetic of the same Nigerian police that have buyed their oath members. Shame! Arumelo. I don't want to shout because it's late already. I don't know Chamoko. This is not what I wanted to do. This is not what I wanted to do. When I was coming on live, this is not what I wanted to do. But because of that very first paragraph of the Prime Minister's statement, which is the main thing that have brought me to live broadcast program this evening, has made it very, 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 I don't know, necessary, could be very, very small, imperative that I bring these stupid people on the screen. The same zoo police that have been buying their fellow oath members who sworn an oath to fight for Biafra, they pushed them to street from Uchemefo down to Chinas Ahanwohu, the last one that happened in Aba, where they buy Akbarawa Mendi, one of the top members here in Biafra land. He was spied during that very street protest that they were pushed by the criminal in Kuwait and the Kwashoko idiot in Switzerland. And this woman is now not only this woman, they are now sympathetic to the same organization, terrorist organization, that have buyed their oath group, their oath members. The same organization that murdered our people in Aba High School, the same organization that murdered that very young lady, that very young, I don't know how we could not do proper research to know that girl, that fair lady, that fair young girl that was spied at Onitsha Head Bridge in 2017. I wonder how we didn't do a proper research for that very woman. These are the people that we're supposed to, write their names on gold. What about Mpo? What about Emene? Emene in Enugu State. And today, let's listen to them.
Killing people. They will make the video and speak Igbo language. And you'll be wondering, are these people really people looking for freedom or restoration of Biafra?
What do you mean, are they looking for freedom or restoration of Biafra? What is the difference? What is the difference? Because when you are lying and carrying out propaganda, you begin to talk rubbish. What's the difference? And how else do you want to fight for the freedom? How else do you want to fight for it? You want to continue to send your so-called oath members to the street. You set some people, some few individuals under the guise of Biafra media warriors, IPOB media warriors. You send them. They will hide in some strategic, locations, covering what is happening. When the zoo police will come and military and shoot them at sight, these your so-called IPOB media warriors that you have, positioned in some strategic, positions, will cover it with a camera and post it on social media everywhere. Everywhere on social media, only on social media, everywhere. They will be sharing it. They will be sharing it everywhere. They will be tagging United Nations, tagging America, tagging Britain, tagging European Union, tagging African Union. Only they have done this since 2011-12 till the other time they were massacred in Aba, that took the life of Akbarawa Mendy and many others. That is how they believe to fight. That is the only way they believe that freedom is being fought. And they deceive themselves and their useless listeners that they are fighting for freedom on no violence, with no, is it with or on no violence means. They deceive them that you are going to divide a country in Africa with no violence. Are you insane? In Africa, that we do not know the meaning of democracy. Even in Europe, the Europeans brought democracy to us. Till yesterday, they are still fighting. Till tomorrow, Israel is still fighting. Israel is fighting. Palestinian is fighting. Are you wiser than them? Do you know God more than Israel? We were told that Israel are the children of God. That is what Bible told us. Yet they are still fighting with bombs. Ndị a na-egbu ọkwa mmadụ kafa na-egbu ife anwa. Iche na ọ bụ ụmụ ndị mmụọ kafa na-egbu, iche na ọ bụ ọkụkọ kafa na-egbu, ịmara na mmadụ ka Israel na-egbu. But ogbugbu fa na-egbu ndị mmadụ anọ, all they justified because of what? They are fighting for their land. They are fighting for survival, because if they fail to fight, ndị anọ akpọrọ ndị hama clear functioning overnight. They will clear them overnight. Israel are fighting. Are you more holy than Israel? So now, Russia, Ukraine, they are fighting. Ọkwa mmadụ ka a na-egbu, but gịnị na-ada ọgụ a? Nwere onwe. Ukraine said they want to be free from Russia in order to have the right and freedom to join any organization of their choice. Russia say no, you cannot be free to join NATO. You must not join NATO. That was the fight. But when it comes to Biafra, why? You begin to quote Bible for me. I saw somebody, one idiot, wrote on comment section, only if we can pray. He was advising me not to call Nigeria zoo. And he claimed to be a Biafran. Don't call Nigeria zoo. As a Christian, you must not call Nigeria zoo. That let us pray so hard so that God will soften their heart to give us Biafra, to release us, to give us Biafra. Negide anya ike agwụ m, ọ dịka njide ọnya physically gbajie ya ịbụa. Ọ dịka njide onye delu rubbish ahụ gbajie ya ịbụa. Because some people do not have sense. No brain at all. No brain at all. Now let's listen to them.
What do you say about such people who do such things, and you see them jubilating after killing a number of security agencies and even
number of security agencies. Now, she will add it propaganda. Listen.
Innocent Biafrans.
You
see them jubilating, saying, killing people.
Let me take it back.
People looking for freedom or restoration of Biafra. What do you say about such people who do such things, and you see them jubilating after killing a number of security agencies and even innocent Biafrans? You see them jubilating, saying that if they finish killing people, that even if it is 2 people or 2 persons that remain, that those 2 persons will go into Biafra.
Now, this is the same, you know, the Prime Minister made reference of this word, you know, a couple of days ago. They have carried it. And this word came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This same word came from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from beginning. And this nonsense was done on the platform of Biafra television, built by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra television, built by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's sweat. They are sitting on top of the sweat of a man who is today suffering in the dungeon of a terrorist group called DSS, sitting on top of his platform to make caricature of what he's fighting for. Desecrating that very hallowed platform, sitting on top of his sweat to insult him. Because if they thought they are insulting Biafra, or they are if they thought they are insulting Simon Ekpa, or insulting the Biafra Liberation Army, or insulting BLGIE, they don't know what they are doing. They are insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the spirit of Biafra, which is going to deal with them decisively. Which is going to deal with them decisively. On top of the platform built by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with his sweat. None of them was around when this platform was built. They have hijacked it after selling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and today they are insulting Biafra. They are insulting the spirit of our ancestors on that very hallowed platform, doing propaganda that they buy themselves, they are buying themselves, they are doing this and doing that. Buying innocent people. Who is buying innocent people? Who is buying innocent people? Is it not the same security agencies you are trying to, you know, to protect? Imagine Biafran agitator is now protecting the zoo. Why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call them Janjaweed? Like, so now, can somebody help me? I don't understand what is going on. Help me, please. Why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call them Janjaweed? Zoo Janjaweed. The same Janjaweed is what they are today protecting on the same platform built with the sweat and blood of innocent Biafrans. Hi. So we have to go back to our topic. We have to go back to our topic. Now, I hope you understand why I'm doing this, right? I am doing this because I'm not going to allow this fool here to speak, because I don't want to listen to Onion Agua Sommeli. I can't allow the idiot. If you are watching, if that idiot is watching right now, talk Wagogi, I cannot allow you to speak on my platform. It's not possible. I have taken what I wanted to take, and I have to let them go. So let's go back to our Prime Minister's, update. Hi, Alo Melo. Alo melo mu Biafra, alo melo. Alo melo. The zoo Nabagara, the zoo has collapsed. I want, wherever you are, I want you to believe, to understand, not just believe. I want you to understand that the zoo has collapsed. And this very 1 month lockdown, which is coming, is the dagger that will buy the zoological republic finally. The dagger. This 1 month lockdown of the zoo. When I say lockdown of the zoo, I'm talking about every institution representing the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, within Biafra territory will be shut down completely within 1 month. And remember that the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoku, has said, our next 1 month lockdown of Nigeria terrorist institutions within Biafra territory is not civil disobedience. It is not civil disobedience. Then, after showing you that video, which is connecting with what we are doing now, it is not civil disobedience. We have been doing civil disobedience with every Monday sit at home for the past 3 years, which we are not stopping anytime soon, unless we see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of the DSS custody, hell and hearty. They must always remember that word, underline that word, hell and hearty. The same word they used when they were kidnapped, when they placed bounty on him. They say anybody who will bring him to them, hell and hearty. We are also demanding the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hell and hearty, unconditionally. Now, after we have been doing observing 1 month, every Monday sit at home under the guise of civil disobedience. This one that is coming, the PM has said, is not civil disobedience. And for those of you who will be panicking and saying, oh my God, how come it's not civil disobedience? What is the word going to say? How are we going to do it? I want you to pay attention. Because, like as I told you from beginning, that this very broadcast working on, I told you that it is going to be very, 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 brutal. So we will be connecting the dots from all angles in order to make you understand properly what we are doing. And also to make you understand that what we are doing is within the corridors within the ambit of the law. Remember, within the ambit of the law. Because that is the only way you can defeat them. You defeat them diplomatically, you defeat them in every angle, including by law. Now, let me read some portion. After reading some portion, I will show you what I want to show, because there's something else I want to show you in order to, to correspond. Because those of you who will be asking, how do you say it's not civil disobedience? And now listen, pay attention, I will answer that. I'm going to answer that. He said, it is forceful lockdown of the terrorist Nigeria army barracks, terrorist police station, state government houses, governor's lodge, all secretariats, both federal, state, and local government. Checkpoints will be decimated, as many as possible. During this 1 month, civilians are advised to be security conscious. Go about your businesses. Go about your normal businesses, but don't go close to any government-owned facility. This list will be posted after the lockdown has been declared. Our demands are simple. Our demands are simple. Let me take this again. The things that will be affected. The things that will be affected. Just a moment. The affected areas. Listen. According to him, he said, it is forceful lockdown of terrorist Nigeria army barracks. Forceful lockdown because through civil disobedience or civil disobedience. Yes. Through civil disobedience, you cannot lock down the terrorist barracks. You cannot lock down the terrorist station, and you cannot lock down the so-called government houses. Civil disobedience because they cannot listen to you. Lock down the governor's lodge through civil disobedience. You can lock down the secretariats, both federal, state, and local government. You can't